how to make alcohol inks at home. These are the normal brands that I buy, the Pinata brand. They can be a little pricey, so I decided to try to make some on my own. What I did was I got these permanent markers. You can get Sharpie brand if you want to get Sharpie brand, but these are only $1 for a set of 8 from Dollar Tree. How do you beat that? That comes out to pennies for each one of these alcohol inks. And I also got these little tiny plastic containers. They're mini storage boxes that you can get at Dollar Tree as well. It also happens to come in a set of 8, so that's perfect because I'm gonna have one for each one of these colors. So I'm gonna put this aside. I highly recommend you wear gloves because it will get a little messy. This is super easy and it doesn't take very long to do at all. You need a pair of needle nose pliers, a blade. You can either use a straight blade or one of these utility knives, but you need to be very careful when you go to use that. I'm gonna show you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start by obviously taking off the top. It has this piece on the end, the tip. You wanna save that. We're gonna go ahead and take one of these containers, pull this tip out. It comes out pretty easy. Just drop it in there. And this here comes apart. This is 2 parts. This black part inserts into the bottom colored part of the permanent marker. Just pull them apart. Just twist and pull. And it's not very hard. Okay, I lied. It's a little bit hard. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pull this apart. All right, the last one that I did wasn't this hard, so yeah, don't judge me. All right, so here you go. And this is the inner part. It's the core, the ink core. See how it comes? This is too big to fit in here, but we're gonna cut that in half. Just set your marker, your empty marker thing aside. And what I wanna do first is take this, start in the middle, and keep your hand at the furthest end, and cut from the middle and go all the way down, just to expose that inner core. And then you wanna go and flip it around and do the other side. Okay, it's like some kind of fibrous material in there. Then what you're gonna do is, bear with me, let me grab a pair of scissors. Grab a pair of scissors and just cut this in half. And tuck that in there. And then you need 91% isopropyl alcohol, isopropyl. The higher the alcohol content, the better this works out. I'm only gonna fill this to about halfway in these containers. Each one of these little containers is 80 mils. I don't wanna fill it up so it doesn't make a mess. So I'm just gonna put about 40, which is about half. And you're gonna see the color starts bleeding out of the inner core. Okay. And I know it seems really light right now, but if you let this soak, maybe you need a little more. Let it soak for 12 hours. Put your top on and just set it aside and go on to do your next colors. You're gonna soak this for 12 hours and you're gonna see how vivid the colors are. I actually have the blue here that I did yesterday, and you can see it's really super dark. I don't have a light to shine under it. Let me see if I can get a light. Bear with me 1 second. This helps you see any difference of the color. See how it's pretty dark. It's neat. So I'm gonna go ahead, this one, keep your containers closed because it's alcohol. Obviously alcohol evaporates, so you want to keep it nice and tight. And you might wonder, okay, well, why do I want it in there as opposed to one of these jars? Because for me, I like to take this out and use a blunt tip needle. You can get them on Amazon. I'll put the link in below. You can get the blunt tip needles and just draw out as much as you need. I don't need to put in one of these containers. If you want to transfer it to one of these little nozzle type containers, I'm sure you can probably buy these inexpensively on Amazon or somewhere. So this is the blue that I already did, and I'm gonna do one for each one of these. Well, let's see how they come out. recycle these for something, but I'll try. So I'm gonna get this and cut it starting in the middle and going down. Keep your finger away from the blade. And go from that midpoint down and just cut it. If you're wondering what you can use alcohol inks for, a lot of folks who do, excuse me, who work on tumblers like I do, we use alcohol inks and to color the outside of the tumblers. It can basically be used on any non-porous surface. So you can make coasters, you can make, you can do the outside of a glass jar, anything that's non-porous you can put on it. You can also use it to paint on canvases and do all other kinds of projects. So there's my yellow. It probably might not be a bad idea to wipe off my scissors in between so I don't get my colors bleeding onto or into the other ends, just to kind of keep them all one color. So you can see it's non-porous, so it wants to stain on this. So just use a little alcohol to rub it away. And we're gonna do each one of these. Oops. This is the brown. And you just want to cut it in half, so make sure you expose all of that ink to the alcohol. You can find this high percentage alcohol at any store like Walmart, Walgreens, any place you can get alcohol generally carries the higher percentage isopropyl. Just a few more. Twist and pull. I know a lot of people like Sharpies, but I was trying to save $1. No pun intended, I get it. Dollar store, Dollar Tree. Alright, this one doesn't want to come out. There, I can feel it. There you go. And there you have it. Those are all your colors. So we're gonna let these soak for 12 hours. And then I'll come back and show you what they look like. I just wanted to show you how these colors came out. This is the green. You can see they're pretty intense colors. This is red, blue, yellow, orange, brown, purple, and black. And they all came out pretty intense. And you can see the yellow on here, how bright the color is. The blue, orange, the red. What else do I have here? There's black. I guess I didn't splotch the brown somewhere. But anyways, just to show you what the actual colors come out to. They come out pretty nice and pretty intense. So I would highly recommend using these Dollar Tree markers to make your own alcohol inks. I hope this helped.